where dreams collide. Sarah's voice, a gentle guide through the realms of time and space. She takes us to a sacred place.
Loud yet. I feel like there are domes or bubbles.
Tell me about this.
Like the clouds stopping above them.
What do they look like?
They kind of look like bubbles of worlds, like when you see pictures of Earth from space, and you can see like the horizon and the atmosphere. Looks like bubbles of that.
Wow, that's so interesting. Tell me more.
Feels like they're pulsing. Now it seems like there's like they're bumping into each other.
Tell me about this. They're bumping into each other?
Like cells. Like cells like splitting off and then bumping into each other.
Wow. When that happens, what does it look like?
Plasma.
Is there anything else that you notice about this?
It's dark, but they all have their own light.
Tell me about this.
Like space. It's like I'm looking at bubbles of universes.
Wow, tell me more about that. Is there anything that looks interesting about this?
The way they're moving.
Tell me about how they're moving.
It's almost like they're like bouncing against each other, but there's like a rhythm to it.
Tell me more about this.
It's like they're like vying for space, like I'm getting kind of like fish eggs.
Oh, wow.
Like a big massive like eggs in water.
Oh, wow, that's so interesting. Like domes, like, oh, they look like eggs and then they're moving.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving through space. Like it's dark all around, but they each have their own light.
Where does it look?
It's like their light doesn't shine out of their little bubble. So it's dark behind them, but you can see the light coming from within them.
Where does it look like this light comes from? Can you see it from where you are?
Like suns. Like suns in the bubbles.
How many of these bubbles do you see?
Too many to count.
Wow. What about yourself as the observer there? Can you look down or sense or feel a few feet there, observing this?
No, I don't think I have a body.
Tell me about yourself there as this observer. How would you describe yourself?
Witness.
Do you seem to have any type of form at all or no form?
No form.
I see. And does it feel like you can move anywhere you want it to go or no?
I think so.
Where do you want to go next?
Home.
Tell me about this. Can you go home and be there now? What do you notice?
I have a job to do.
Tell me about this.
Feels like making sure the bubbles stay together. Almost like I'm herding them, like you would herd animals, trying to keep them together, moving together.
And how do you go about doing this? Tell me more about your job.
I move my energy around. I have a field around me. When I move, it makes the bubbles go where they're supposed to go. Almost like repelling magnets.
Tell me more about this.
think they're universes. Or potential universes. And I have to keep them flowing.
Tell me about your energy field. What is it like?
Glowing, but it doesn't look smooth like the bubbles do. It looks soft and fuzzy.
And so when you move your energy field, it moves these bubbles.
Yes.
And tell me more about yourself as this being that does this job. How would you describe?
Important.
Tell me more about that.
If one of the bubbles gets lost, everything can go wrong. But I can't touch the bubbles.
Why not?
I'm just not allowed. I'm not supposed to.
Who makes these rules?
God.
What is your relationship like with God? Could you tell me more about this?
Love. Feels warm. Feels like a light. Like looking at an eclipse. But it doesn't hurt.
What is it like when you communicate with God?
Knowing. Just knowing.
And so tell me about this job. Like, what made you have this job?
Experience. Being an old soul.
Tell me about this. What type of experience do you have?
I feel like the bubbles are universes and I've been in them. They're all universes that I've been in.
Oh, wow. I see. And because you're such an old soul, then now your job is to take care of them?
Yes.
Are you the only one? Do you get a sense?
No.
Tell me about the other people. Do you work with them or no?
I feel like we're aware of each other. And it's good. But we don't need to interact directly.
What are these other beings like? What do they do?
They move bubbles around too. It looks like some of them are picking bubbles to put into like different clusters or different groups. The way like a cluster of soap bubbles or bubbles when you're blowing bubbles as a kid, and some of them cluster together, but they don't look like that, but how they some cluster together, and then you can move one off and move one somewhere else. And it'll be part of a new cluster.
When you look at these bubbles, are there any ones that look really interesting to you?
They look the same from the distance, mostly. Like they're all glowing inside, but their glow doesn't leave their bubble. There's not like they radiate light, but they don't reflect off of each other the way bubbles would.
I see. Why do they put some bubbles in a cluster? What makes that cluster?
To help each other.
How do they help each other?
I think they're souls.
Tell me about this.
I think they're groups of souls that are going to go together and help each other. And they have to go to, they have to stay together. It's like the universes are souls. It's big. It's very, very big. Humans are very, very small. And this is very, very big.
Tell me more.
I keep getting the universes are souls.
I see. And what do you mean when you say that humans are very small?
Each bubble has billions and millions of humans. The bubbles are not human souls. They're universe souls.
Does it look like they're all humans in all of these bubbles?
No.
What else do you notice?
Some of them shine different colors.
Like what colors?
The ones with humans are more yellow and white, like our sun. And some of them are, pink and purple, and you don't want the black ones, dark ones. They failed.
They failed. Why? Why did they fail?
Not enough love.
How did that happen?
Too much fear. Too much anger. Focused on the wrong things.
What happens when they fail?
They have to go to a different cluster and start over.
Tell me about that.
It's like the universes get reincarnated.
Oh, I see. Tell me more.
Feels like my job is to keep the most loving ones together.
How do you know which ones are the most loving?
They shine brighter. Some of them have very smaller lights. Some of them have much bigger, brighter lights.
When you keep them together, what do you do?
Love makes me feel love. Makes me feel like I can bring them back into the light. Bring them, like I pick out the brightest ones and I can bring them back closer to God, to the light.
What happens when you bring them back closer to God? What happens then?
They absorb.
What do you mean?
They go home, become part of the bigger light. And our light gets bigger. I'm getting it, then that's just another bubble. Even bigger bubbles.
Can you see the universe that has Earth? Can you see that one?
It's pretty dim.
Tell me about it. What do you notice when you look at it?
See other colors there too.
Tell me more.
I have to look. It's not in my cluster.
Oh, it's not. I see.
But I can go there and look.
Tell me about it.
Like there are different color lights trying to be the brightest. I feel like there's a whole cluster of bubbles with multiple lights competing.
Tell me about this. What do you mean they're competing, these lights?
They all want to be the brightest. They're not working together.
What else do you notice?
Thinking about a crab.
Tell me about this.
I don't know how it fits.
A crab?
Like a crab that wants to eat the bubbles.
Oh, I see. Tell me more.
I think that's how they get recycled when they fail.
They get eaten.
They get another chance though.
What do you mean?
They get reincarnated too. They have to try again. They don't get to be part of the bigger light yet.
What else do you notice?
I don't like being on that part. I want to go back to my cluster.
I see. Is there anything else that looked important about that other cluster?
Everyone needs to try harder.
How could,
Focused on the wrong things.
what could they do?
Love. Kindness and caring about each other. Taking care of each other. Taking care of each other makes the light shine brighter.
What else do you notice? What else could they do?
Slow down. They think they have to race ahead, but they don't have to. They're not ready yet.
Is there anything else that looks interesting or important?
I just want to go back to my cluster.
Okay. Go back to your cluster and tell me more about your cluster.
It's warmer and brighter. These bubbles look healthier. More shining lights. They're vibrating together more, like pulsing together. Kind of looks like they come together and get brighter and brighter.
That's amazing. Tell me about this.
When they enough combine together, they float up and then they can get into the big light. That's home.
Amazing. And so you spend your time collecting these really bright lights and putting them in a cluster together, and then you move them towards source so they can be reabsorbed.
Yes.
And is there anything else that you do there?
I have to come to Earth.
Tell me about this. Why do you have to come to Earth?
Because they need more light.
So what do you decide to do?
Love. I go to Earth to love. To be love.
How do you feel about this?
A little sad. It's hard.
Tell me more.
feels very heavy, like a big weight when I come to Earth.
Tell me more.
It's hard to keep my bubble around me.
You have a bubble around you?
Yes.
Tell me about this.
It feels like when I'm in a body on Earth, it feels like I'm in a bubble similar to the ones that I took care of when I was not on Earth. But it's just around me. It feels like people are always trying to pop it. Like there's so much bad energy. It feels like people are almost literally trying to spear my bubble. And I just don't understand.
Right. Do you get a sense why they're trying to spear your bubble?
They're scared. They don't know any better.
And what are your intentions for going to Earth? You said to bring more love, more light. Tell me more about this.
It's my job.
And how are you going to accomplish this? Do you get a sense?
My children. Helping them be good people.
Tell me more.
I have to be open.
So when you first get to Earth, what do you notice? You said it was heavy, and what's the very first thing you notice?
It's dark. The energy here is very dark.
Tell me more.
It feels gritty. Like there's like sand everywhere, but not like physical, just energetically. Like if you could see the energy, it looks very gritty and sandy and messy and chaotic. I have to turn the sand to glass.
Oh, how are you going to do that?
Love. I have to love people and help them turn their sand to glass. Help them settle and smooth. Like rough, stormy waters. And I have to help them be more like sunrise waters.
And do you get a sense as to how you're going to accomplish this? What sort of things do you think you're going to do?
Be peaceful. Being the calm for people in a storm. like a lighthouse, a safe space. Love. And I want to help them.
Why do you want to help them?
I want them to be in my cluster. I love Earth. I love the universe soul that Earth is in.
Tell me about this.
It used to be in my cluster.
What was it like when it was in your cluster?
Humans loved each other. They took care of each other. They were kind to the Earth. They loved the Earth too. They don't love the Earth now. They use the Earth.
What happened to these humans? Can you tell? Can you see?
Dark people, dark forces from other places. They wanted Earth too. They're winning right now.
Why did they want Earth?
Power. Prove that they could. Keep thinking reptilians.
And so they're winning right now, it looks like.
Yes.
What does it look like they're doing to Earth right now as you look at that?
Making everybody afraid of each other.
How does it look like they're doing that? Can you see from where you are?
Lies. Hate. Everybody, making everybody focus on how they're different from each other, instead of realizing that they're all the same. They're all one.
And what does it look like they're hoping to gain from these humans?
Looks like they're just laughing, like it's just fun to them.
Tell me more.
Just bullies. Like a bully on a playground who'll steal a toy just because they can. They think it's easy. They think humans are weak.
So this was in your cluster, this bubble was in your cluster, and then they came? Is that essentially what you see?
Yeah. The soul bubble where Earth is used to be filled with light in my cluster. And then they decided they wanted it.
And do you get a sense how that's allowed?
It's not.
How is it happening?
Something's off balance. Something shifted.
What? What shifted? What got off balance?
Too big for me.
What do you mean?
Feels like bubbles in bubbles in bubbles, and something shifted. It's too big or too far away. Outside of what I know.
And this allowed this group to want to play with the humans, basically? This shift?
Yes.
And what about now? What does it look like the Earth? What does it look like is happening to the Earth right now?
Dying. Earth wants to shake off the humans. But we don't want that to happen.
Tell me about this.
Me and the light beings who take care of the bubbles. Earth is important.
Why?
It can be a source of more love. It can be a big light. It can show others how to do it. How to be bigger than the darkness.
So what looks like it will happen then?
I see the bubble splitting. They get half, we get half.
Tell me about this.
We don't like that solution.
Who came up with this solution?
They did.
Tell me about this. How did they come up with this?
They know they can't win. They're trying to just get what they can.
Why is this allowed?
It's not free will. Somebody broke the rules and now we can't put it back. The humans have to put it back.
How do they do that?
Have to breathe more. Slow down. Think. They're not thinking. They're just afraid. I have to help them not be so afraid.
Tell me more.
Be the light. It's hard. I have to show the other light beings that we can make a difference, so more will come. We need more. We can do it.
What do you say?
We can do it though. They don't want to come because it's hard.
And what do you mean maybe more will come? More people like you?
Yes, more people from the lights.
Oh, to be the light.
They're not really people.
Mm-hmm.
More of the light beings.
And when you're on Earth, what happens? How does your presence affect the planet, the universe?
Make it all glow brighter. Help people not be so afraid.
How can people be less afraid?
Trust. They have to learn to trust each other again.
How does it look like people could do that?
They have to start thinking for themselves. They think they made things easier, but they made it harder. They took themselves away from what's important. Focused on the wrong things.
Tell me more. What's important?
Love. That's the only thing that's important.
Tell me more about this splitting of this universe, the splitting. What do you notice about it?
Too many people in the dark.
Why are they in the dark?
Once you're in the dark, it's hard to turn on the lights again.
Why?
They're too afraid. Their fear keeps them stuck. They're afraid of being wrong. They don't want to have to admit that they were wrong. They want to stay stuck. It's easier for them. They think it's easier for them.
And what does it look like is happening to them?
They're just getting more and more angry and more dark. It's like a disease spreading out.
How does it look like this splitting is occurring?
Like the humans who are trying to love are just so overwhelmed with the dark that they just want to leave and start over. And the dark ones are so afraid of the light ones that they're just like, fine, go. But they don't know that that's what they're doing. They need each other.
And can you see what it looks like, how it will split? How does it look like this split will occur?
Looks like cell splitting. There'll just be two bubbles. But we don't want that to happen. We don't want to lose them.
Is there anything else you notice about this? Do you notice how you are going to try not to lose them?
Can't let the fear get in. I have to trust that the bubble around me will protect me. Only I can let the fear in. It feels like they're spearing at my bubble, but they can only break the bubble if I let them. Only if I let the fear get in.
Tell me about this.
I've let the fear in, but I can push it back out. I have to trust. Trust the bigger picture.
Wonderful. Can I speak directly to the part of you that knows everything? Can I speak directly to this light that you really are? Can I speak directly to that part that knows everything about you, that light? Do I have permission?
Yes.
Why did you show Janine this? Why did you show her that she's incarnated as this light and that her job was to take care of these bubbles and that she's here to be the light? What do you want her to understand about all of this?
She needs to really believe it all the way.
How can she believe it all the way? What does she need to do to fully believe this?
Let go of the fear. Just see it and know what it is. Know that it's just fear, and that the fear comes from out there and the light comes from inside.
What will happen to her if she fully releases this fear and lets it go?
She'll be happier. She'll feel more loved and loving. She'll feel like she's living her purpose.
Why hasn't she let this fear go before?
I don't think she really believed it yet.
Does she believe it now? Can she let it go now?
Yes.
Great. Can you release this fear from her now then?
Yes.
Thank you. Let me know when you're done doing that.
It's going to take a little more time.
Okay, can I keep asking you questions while you do it?
Yes.
What will she notice after this fear is gone?
She'll feel lighter. The weight will go away. The weight was her fear.
You mean the weight gain she's experienced?
Yes.
Can you tell me more about that? What's the very root cause of the weight gain she's been experiencing?
Fear that love isn't enough.
Where does this originate, this fear?
Her mom.
Oh. What does she need to fully understand this?
Her mom made her feel like it was her job to save her, but it wasn't. It was her mom's path.
Why did she have this experience? Was there something that Janine was supposed to learn from that?
But even when you love people, sometimes they're still going to fail and have to learn again. And that's okay. My love will help them grow, even if Janine thinks they're failing.
I see. So now that Janine understands this, has she fully learned from this experience? Can she release this weight gain now since she got the message and the root cause and understands its origins?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Can you take this weight off of her now then, since she's fully aware and received the message?
It will start going.
What are you doing to release it?
Light coming from in her belly. Light radiating out.
Great. How soon will she notice a difference?
Immediately.
Oh, great. That's fantastic. Thank you for that. Can you do a deep scan of her body and look very deep into her body? Because I'm wondering what the very root cause of the night sweats is. The very root cause. Can you look deep into this for her?
Fear.
Tell me more about that. Why is fear causing her night sweats?
Fear of being wrong. Fear of loving the wrong people. She just felt like it's like her human mind got in the way and she felt like she didn't love them hard enough, but she does. They're still on their own path and her love lights them up. She doesn't have to be afraid of that.
Okay. Is there anything else she needs to understand about the night sweats? Any other lesson or purpose of them?
You can't love the wrong people. Love is always right. Love always helps people, even if she doesn't see it.
Does she understand this now?
She's starting to.
What does she need to understand to release the night sweats?
Peace in herself. Stop worrying about it. Just give herself a hug when she's worried. Love herself.
Great. Can you release the night sweats then for her now since she got this information?
Yes.
What are you doing to do that?
Balancing.
Okay, will she notice a difference right away?
No.
What will she notice?
She needs to change her treatment.
Tell me about that.
She needs to work with somebody who understands. Right now, she'll only notice if she stops. What she's doing is helping, but she needs more.
What does she need exactly?
Testosterone.
What will that do for her?
Help her feel more calm in her body.
Why is she deficient in this?
She's let too much fear in the past.
Tell me more about that. What else do you want to tell her about this?
She's stronger than she knows. Her purpose is big. She thinks she has to do more, but she doesn't.
She's curious about that. What exactly does she need to do?
She needs to trust that her love helps people, even if they're not making the choices that she wants them to make. Not everybody has to learn everything right now. She has to be more patient with people, give them time.
Okay.
She's been around for a long time, so she thinks things should move faster than they do usually. She loses patience. She needs to be more patient.
Well, what is the very root cause of her itchy skin? Can you look deep into this?
That impatience, wanting things to change right now, worrying that they won't learn right now, worrying that her love is not making a difference right now. She needs to trust in the process and that some things take time.
Does she understand this?
Yes, she still has some resistance.
Where does the resistance come from?
Wanting to go home, wanting to be done here, get her job done and go home.
Now that she's aware of all of this, can you release the itchy skin so she understands that it's from the desire for wanting it to be right now and she needs to have patience? Can she release this itchy skin now?
Yes.
Thank you. What are you doing to do that?
Energy in her body.
Is she feeling or sensing anything?
Yes.
Great. Let me know when you're done. Okay. What is the root cause of her brain fog?
It's all connected.
Tell me more.
She gets too ahead of herself sometimes. More patience. More trust. Trust that what she's doing is enough. Trust that it's okay to not have all the answers. Trust that it's okay to not know everything right now.
Does she understand this? Can you release the brain fog from her now then?
No.
Why?
She has to start doing it. She has to be more calm, be more patient.
Okay. Can you give her advice on how to be more calm and more patient? Can you give her practical advice for this?
Mantra. Remember the bubbles. When she remembers the bigger picture, it will help her.
And what mantra do you want her to do?
Remember the bubbles.
Okay. And if she starts doing this, how quickly will you release the brain fog?
A few months.
Why so long?
She has trouble sticking to things. We want to see that she's really doing it.
Okay. All right. What about the vertigo? Why does she get vertigo every now and then? What's the very root cause of this?
Wanting to be somewhere else.
Oh. Tell me more.
She struggles because the human part of her loves so deeply. She struggles to see how that's part of the big picture. And that throws her off balance.
Well, what does she need to understand?
Love is bigger. She needs to remember that when she was in the light, she didn't miss anybody because it was all one. She's afraid of losing her people. She doesn't understand.
What does she need to understand?
She never lose anyone. You're all one.
Does she understand this now?
She's starting to.
Can you release the vertigo then for her?
Yes.
Thank you. What are you doing to do that?
It's evaporating.
Do you want her to stay on the HRT?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else about that you want to tell her?
She's going in the right direction.
Oh, good. Okay. What about her sleep? What is the very root cause of her issues with sleeping?
Wanting to go home.
Oh. Well, what advice do you want to give her about this?
Remember the bubbles. That will help her.
If she remembers the bubbles and she understands that it's from her wanting to go home, is that enough? Can she sleep better now? What can she do? Can you give her advice so she can sleep very restfully?
Breathe. Deeper breaths. She gets nervous. Sometimes when she tries to take deep breaths, her heart races. And she thinks that that's bad, but it's okay.
Tell me more about this.
She has a strong heart. And a big light. And sometimes her human self just needs a minute to catch up.
Okay, it's good to know. Sometimes she feels like she's holding back and she doesn't want to shine. What do you want to tell her about this?
She can't hurt people by shining too bright. She's worried about hurting people with her light. She can't hurt people. She also has to understand that she can't help everyone all the time. And some people just won't see her light, and that's okay. There are others here to help them. Her job isn't to help everyone. Her job is to help her people. That's why they're here with her.
It's really good to know. So how can she start shining more?
Dance. She needs to dance and move freely.
What will happen if she does this?
She'll feel more free to move throughout her life as herself. It'll bring her more joy and peace.
That's great. What advice do you want to give her about her relationship with her husband?
It's okay. She's right. Loving him is her lesson.
Tell me about that. What is she supposed to learn, and how could she go about having a good relationship with him if that's what she's supposed to do?
Stop pretending she doesn't care about things. Trust that she can say what's important and that everything will still be okay. Part of her is so afraid of being wrong or losing the people that she loves. David's not going anywhere. They're supposed to be together.
Oh.
She doesn't have to be afraid to hold back.
It's wonderful.
It's safe for her to have her voice.
What will happen if she has her voice?
He'll learn. She's not helping him by being quiet. She doesn't have to yell. But she shouldn't be so quiet.
What is the very root cause of her hemorrhoids? The very root cause.
Trying to hold everybody. Trying to hold on to the people she loves. She's trying too hard to hold on. She needs to trust in her light. That her light is strong. And her aura is strong. And the people who are supposed to heal with her, the people who she's supposed to help, will stay with her. She doesn't have to hold on to them. They'll just stay.
Does she understand this now?
Yes.
Can you heal her now? Can you release and heal the hemorrhoids for her now since she got the message?
It'll take a little time.
How long will it take?
A couple of weeks.
Okay. And can you start the healing on her now?
Yes.
Let me know when you're done starting it.
Okay.
Thank you. What about the marionette lines on her face that she's concerned about?
That's silly.
Well, can you release them for her?
Sure.
Thanks. Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
Thanks. She says she has ADHD. What do you want to tell her about this?
Be patient with herself. It's okay. It helps her focus when she wants to. And being able to dive into things and learn about things is how she helps other people. It helps her ignore the stuff that isn't important. And the important stuff always gets done. It's okay to ask for help more.
Okay, great. Okay. She says she would like to speak telepathically to animals, especially cats. What do you want to tell her about this, and how come she hasn't been able to do this yet?
Her fear was blocking her. As she lets the fear go, her gifts will open up.
Great. And can she let the fear go now since she got those messages? Can you open up her gift and release the fear?
It's starting. She's gotta show us she can do it.
Tell me about that. What does she need to show you?
That she's living without fear.
Okay.
As she's dancing.
If she does this, you can open up her gifts.
Yes.
Can you start opening her gifts now?
Yes.
What will she notice?
She'll be able to feel them more.
Great. That's great. She said she felt very connected to cats and cats in Atlantis. Is there anything about this you want to tell her?
She was there. But it's not important. Cats love her. They're good for her energy.
What do they do for her energy?
Help her be calm and feel love. They help take away some of the fear.
What did she do in Atlantis?
She was one of the cat people who got away. That's not important right now. She got away. That's why she's able to still be here.
Tell me about that.
Seeing like a bird flying away. It doesn't look like a phoenix, but I'm seeing fire around it. The bird's flying away from the fire. And that helped her bring her light away.
Oh. So she was able to escape?
Yes.
And you said that's why she's back again now?
Yes.
Tell me about that. Why is she back again now?
She was able to overcome the fear. Many of her people were afraid. And that fear overcame them. She was able to be bigger than the fear. And that's why she's been asked to come back now.
And so now that she's back again now, what exactly does she need to understand and do?
Just her presence is enough. Let go of the fear that she's not doing enough. Stop letting anybody else's thoughts get into her head. See the conditioning. Be bigger than it. It's a dark energy trying to tell her to dim her light. That's the fear. That's the spears that she was seeing. But she's stronger and she just needs to believe that and trust that. She wouldn't be here right now if she couldn't be. The humans need her. And all she has to do is just shine.
Is there anything she could do that would help her shine the most? Is there any advice you want to give her as ways that she could do this?
Or meditating. Monroe. That's her path. Every day. No more excuses.
And what type of meditation? Because she does a lot. Which kind is the best for her?
Follow Monroe.
How often do you want her to meditate?
Every day.
For how long, I mean?
At least 5 minutes.
What will she notice if she does this?
Her body will feel more calm. Her light will feel brighter. She'll feel like she's enough. Her body will feel lighter. Her heart will feel more open. Everything else will melt away.
It's wonderful.
And then she'll be able to go home sooner.
What do you mean by that?
If she gets it, if she keeps shining her light, she won't have to come back right away. She'll come back, but she'll get a break after this life.
And you were showing her about the splitting. What does she need to understand about that with the splitting of these worlds?
It's not up to her. She can only do so much. She tries to take on too much.
When does it look like this splitting is occurring?
Now.
Could you tell me more about it?
It's like a black hole is sucking on the earth and causing it to split in two. Like a dark sun pulling one earth in. And then the other earth. The bubble is smaller, but the light is brighter. And it'll have time to grow again. And that's okay.
Do you see any catalyst or anything that's making this split? Do you see any future potentials that you want to tell Janine about?
She can help it not happen, but she can't stop it from happening.
What do you mean by that?
She's scared of politics and the division. And she needs to trust that her love is strong enough. And that it's okay. And that even if David will always choose her. She's very afraid of losing, even though part of her doesn't think she is. But she needs to realize that she's not saving him. She's helping him learn. And he won't learn everything this lifetime, and that's okay.
Is there anything else about that you want to tell her?
She can help the people that she loves by loving them. And that's enough. It's not her job to save anyone.
Why did she grow up in the family that she did with the type of experience that she had? What was the purpose of all of that?
To bring her here so she could see the bubbles. So she could heal for her children. So that they can have brighter lights. They have human souls. And theirs shine brighter now than they would have. She needed to see the dark.
Why did you want her to have a session with me?
So she could see the bubbles. So she would know she wasn't imagining it. So she would believe in all the things that she wants so badly to believe in.
That's amazing. Wonderful. What about her feeling that she was possibly molested by her grandfather? What do you want to tell her about this?
She was, and she doesn't have to think about it anymore. It's okay.
Is there any trauma that she still carries from this?
No, she's let it go.
Oh, good.
She did what she needed to do, and it won't go forward.
Oh, fantastic. What about the date rape?
She's doing good. She sends him love when he comes up in her mind, and that's the best thing she can do to heal. Send him healing energy.
Well, that's really good to know.
She should send the detective healing energy too.
When she had a session before with someone else, her eczema came back. Why?
She started letting the fear back in. It's like the spears on the bubble that she sees in her aura. Those spears are like fear getting in, and it's like they get into her skin and make her itch.
How can she make sure this doesn't happen again?
Meditate. Meditate on love. Remember the bubbles.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Remember the bubbles. She needs to remember where she came from.
If she does this, do you promise it won't come back?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay. She was curious about Reiki. Is there something that you want her to do?
It can help her.
What will it do for her?
Help her move the fear out of her body. Help her move the dark energy that builds up around her away. It's okay to need help. Sometimes she feels like she should be able to do it on her own. That's just not how it works. She needs to accept that.
I see, okay. Is there anything else you want to tell her about anything at all that I didn't ask that you want to talk to her about?
She was stargazing this morning and thought she saw something. She did. But it's okay. And it's not something she needs to think about. That everything she thinks about it is right.
And what did she see? Is there anything about this you want to tell her?
She saw light flashing in the sky. And she kept going back and forth in her mind, whether it was just a plane or a star. It wasn't.
What was it?
Other beings. And they're good. And she's safe. She wasn't scared of them. She was scared that it wasn't them. So she needs to know that it is, and that even when she doesn't see, there's always other beings around to help. She's afraid that the dark is too much, that she's the only light left sometimes. She's not. There's lots of other lights.
Wow, amazing.
She's not alone. She feels alone a lot, but she's not.
Tell me about that. How is she not alone?
There's other beings like her here. And she won't always know them. Sometimes she will, like her Heather. Her Heather's also a light. That's why they feel so connected. And other lights are here, and she might not always feel so connected to them, and that's okay. She just needs to remember that she's not alone.
Do you have any advice for her?
Trust the things you believe in.
What will happen if she does this?
She gets caught up in her head that if she can't consciously remember something, that it might not be real. She needs to trust her unconscious. She needs to trust us. Trust that we're guiding her.
That's beautiful. Do you have any final messages for her?
She's so loved. And she's doing so good.